Stay a while and listen.
How many notes is too many notes? For like shred guitarists, it's different. We love playing, you know, a whole lot of notes and stuff, and that's just how it is. We just like that sound. And there's other people who don't really like that kind of style of music, and they play stuff that's more simplistic and maybe more melodic, and that's totally cool too. And it's about whatever you want to do, whatever you like. So it kind of begs the question, it's like, how many notes is too many? So like a couple days ago I started writing a solo for a new song for my band Pravda, and the song is called The Nell's Calling, and I don't know why, but it is, and it doesn't have any lyrics yet. So I was writing the solo, and it was going really well, and it was all kind of shreddy-ish because I like shreddy stuff, like fast guitar stuff, but there was some melodic stuff in there as well. But then I got to the end of the solo, and I was kind of unsatisfied with it, and it was like the last 5 seconds of the solo. But there's something about it. I was like, I don't know how to make this better. And there was like a split second, well, probably more than that. It was like 5 seconds where I was thinking to myself, if I put like a few more notes in there, then maybe it'll be better. So I tried that out. And so I put like literally just 3 or 4 more notes in one of the parts. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, I don't know. And I realized that the fact that I even thought about making it better by putting more notes in, that made it bad. And so I ended up just taking those notes out and just leaving it how it was. As long as you're writing something, you're writing a solo, if there's a whole lot of notes and that's just kind of your thing, and you're not really thinking about it, and you're just like, this sounds really cool, so I'm gonna write it, and I like how it sounds, then there's totally nothing wrong with that. And that's fine. But once you start thinking to yourself, like, maybe I could just add a few more notes, and then it'll be better. And I think that's actually where it gets screwed up. And I think that's where a lot of solos sometimes will sound like overwrought and like just too much. It's really the mindset behind it. It's not even really the amount of notes. It's your mindset. Like, what are you thinking about? Based on that experience and also other experiences that I've heard other people have, I think that a lot of it stems from an insecurity of like, I'm playing this solo and I'm not satisfied with it, so I'm insecure because maybe it's not, I don't know if it's as good as some other shreddy solos or whatever, so maybe if I just add a few more notes, then it'll be as good as those solos, or it'll be up to par or whatever. But that's never the way to do it, and a lot of the times it's actually going to come out in the solo, and you're going to hear it, because you're going to hear the insecurity. Like, that just sounds like way too much. If not for the listener, then to you. You can add like a million zillion notes, but if you're just coming from this place of like insecurity, that it's just not good enough or something like that, and you're unsatisfied for that reason, then it doesn't matter how many notes you add. It's just you're never going to be satisfied, actually. What happened was, a couple days later, I returned to the solo, and I started trying to figure it out again, like what I want to do instead, and I realized just kind of after taking a breather and relaxing a little bit, the part just kind of came out eventually. And I didn't have to think about it anymore. You really just kind of want to let it happen on its own, and that's what happened with me. And so what I ended up with was something that just kind of came out of my fingers, and I wasn't even thinking about it. And I was just like, you know what? That's probably what I need to do. If you were thinking too much about it, then I would definitely suggest to kind of just take a breather, step back for a little bit, maybe give it a few days, and then return to it when you're feeling less insecure, less stressed about it. You're not comparing yourself to other people as much, and then the part is just kind of come out on its own if you let it. But you can't try too hard. That's kind of it's sort of like a paradox. Like, you want to try to make this better, but the fact that you're trying so hard is actually making it kind of suck. And at the very least, it's making you not satisfied with it. Let it just happen. And then the right thing will happen, I think. And you'll end up with something that you actually like, because it came from sort of a place of authenticity instead of coming from a place of insecurity. Alright, cool. Hope that helped. See you.